Hi, I'm Heredin, and this is my Grand Exchange UIM series. I created this game mode to make the fun of UIM accessible to a wider audience. I'm exploring this game mode from the beginning to the end game, exploring new and unique methods along the way. This is GEUIM. Okay, now that we're done with wilderness stuff as of last episode, what we're working towards now is Song of the Elves. The only problem is I don't have money. I don't have very much money at all. So I'm going to get my Herbalore up that I'm going to have to get up anyway for Song of the Elves and do some Perilous Moons. I gotta be honest, I am so glad to be done with wilderness content. It's stressful, it's annoying to have to get killed and have to use worse stuff than you could use otherwise. I'm so happy to be moving on. So yeah, first things first, Herbalore. After a bit of AFKing, the offer went through 7.2 mil. And all of my stuff bought for the next round of potions. It looks like it'll be 2 or 3 incarnations. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, that's the last of these potions. Some of them actually sold when I put them in. That is not what I want to do first. Decant to 4 doses. There we go. No leftover doses. Very nice. And I will sell for... Maybe this will insta-sell. Yes, it did. 6.1 mil, which means I'm still at 14 mil, but I have a lot of potions to make, and from my estimates, it looks like I will be down 1.2, 1.3 mil in total, so not too bad to unlock the gauntlet. Okay, there we go. 70 Herbalore. Finally. This will be insane for... Oh, I hit record because I was close to the level, but I can't remember the name. Perilous Moons. It'll be insane for Moons. But I want better food at Moons, so I'm going to focus on cooking a bit now. And it looks like the grind in total has cost me about 2.5 mil, so I was way off. I was way off. So my strategy for cooking is going to be wait or hop worlds until there's a fire at the Grand Exchange or someone lighting logs. Then I'll cook a bunch of noted fish and then put the cooked fish back on the Grand Exchange. And the fish I'm picking is bass because they are insanely cheap. So if I can't get a fire at the Grand Exchange, I can go to the Rogue's Den in Berthorpe and cook them there and just drop them. And I'll be losing like 15 gold per fish. So it'll be basically nothing. So that's basically the plan. See you in whenever I feel like not doing cooking anymore. Okay, my input is just 300k, and I'm going to be getting some money back from this, so this should be completely fine to do. By the way, the reason I need higher cooking, it's not that I just don't want it, I need it, is because I'm going to have the bottom 8 or 9 pieces of my inventory completely filled with drops from Perilous Moons. So it's possible that Blood Moon could take out my entire inventory of food, because I still don't have that high defense, higher than it used to be, but not as high as on my main when I learned Perilous Moons. So I'm a little worried about Blood Moon, so yeah, 13k fish. Okay, with these last fish, I will have 81 cooking that I got while I wasn't recording earlier. But that's the total, 13k fish. Completely fished. I guess I don't have to drop this. I can just go to the GE and sell them. So in total, I dropped about maybe 1.1 mil worth of fish. The fire at the Grand Exchange didn't last long, and I didn't feel like going back and checking. So I'm out 1 mil, and I have some purchases I want to make that I haven't added up the total of. So I might regret not selling at the GE, but whatever. I'll make money other ways. Okay, here are the final stats for Perilous Moons, unless I get a defense level quickly, which I probably should. But before that, I'm going to do the grind to get gear for Perilous Moons. Okay, that's the grind to get gear for Perilous Moons. Put that on that, and this is the gear I'm going in with. I picked the Dragonfire Shield over a Dragon Defender because I can sell it after, and I can go to Entrana with this stuffed in the GE, and it has better defense for Blood Moon. So my crush weapon, zombie axe on crush, slash, zombie axe on slash, and then stab is the abyssal dagger. Okay, I'm ready to go. I thought of an easier way to get to the GE when my inventory is full of drops and food. For moons, I have an aborted Varrock Telly in here. I can just collect this at any bank, including home teleporting to Lumbridge in that bank. So I can easily get back to Varrock without having any means to Varrock in my inventory. Also, it is time for the Lunar Staff to go because I will not be needing him. Also, I forgot to buy this earlier. Regen Bracelet. I don't have any barrels gloves. Oh, it's not buying. Damn. I don't have any barrels gloves. I don't have any RFD gloves, so this is my best bet. I don't feel like doing those quests right now, so I'll be using this. Okay, first chest after the quest. What do I get? Nothing. Okay, got a speed trialist CA, which I was slightly too slow to get the pop-up for in the video. But this is going to be the third chest after the quest. Hopefully I don't go dry, because if I get maybe a Blood Moon piece, I can sell it on the GE for something better, or use it. Nope. Okay, I'm at 15 KC, and I think that's the drop rate, and I have nothing. But I also realized I don't have a teleport on me, so if I was to get close to dying, Chuck would be gone. So I took the Varrock Teletabs out of my bank, or out of the GE, and yeah, new part of the inventory. Oh, 1 HP, come on. Okay, just got another CA, the Clone Zone, and that means medium combat achievements are done. Oh, my top boss is Scurious. That's unfortunate. I have to be reminded of that, damn. So the next time I happen to pass by Birthorpe, I'll go get the thing. Probably put it on Slayer. Alright, this is a CA. I get the worst drop I've ever gotten. Okay, but that's 25 kills. Okay, 34 chests, still nothing. But I figured out something a little interesting. If you fish here and then drop the net, you don't have to do a drop trick because you just keep fishing. Really cool. Okay, it's time to sell all my loot and buy a whip. This should be enough for a whip since the price crashed really hard. I think it's 1.2 mil. Okay, I didn't leave myself any notes for this, so I'm going to be watching this clip live. It looks like I'm getting a workshop, which makes sense because I have Barrels gear and I'm getting Moons gear, so I'll have to repair. And I am building a bunch of stuff. Chuck is in my inventory because, of course, the game is 0% pet friendly. You have a pet out, you have to put it away instantly when you do anything. So, yeah, I'm building stuff. Wonder what I'm going to build over here. What could it be? Apparently nothing because I don't have enough stuff to build it. This thing is useful for a few quests. I think the penguin one and maybe one other. I don't know. It's good to have. And it looks like the thing I needed, I don't actually have the level for, so guess I'll get a crystal saw. Okay, there we go. Now I can make it. And this has to be my longest streak, muting my mic but not knowing it because this has been a lot of clips in a row. Oh my god, I finally got an item. 53 KC. Is this thing expensive? How much is this? Oh my god, it's 5 mil. I am swimming in money. Okay, I'll try putting it in for 6 mil, see if it sells, and I guess I'll keep stacking my stuff, and I will be back for the next clip. Hopefully another item. By the way, the Blue Moon pants, as a proportion of all the money I have, which is basically in this armor and weapons, that's 50%. That's plus 50% to my total money. Oh my god! That's the most expensive item. That's 10 mil. That's 11 mil. I'm making so much money off of pants. So in 4 chests, I have doubled my money on this account. Hell yeah. 1 HP again. I hit a 0 on 1 HP. I can't deal and I'm getting hit by ice. Oh my god. Okay, I sold the Blood Moon pants, so I'm going to buy a bit of an upgrade here. There's also a CA for killing one of the moon bosses with its respective weapons, so I'll get 2 birds with 1 stone that way. Also, it's time to say goodbye to the zombie axe, which I lost about 900k on buying and selling. Okay, these things over the zombie axe, this is an insane upgrade. I pretty much never get even close to 3 or sometimes 2 special runs. Way better. And that's one more CA. I don't know how many CAs I have left. I actually have to check. Oh my god, get away from me. Okay, it looks like next time I go to the GE, I have to remember to get a Dragon Skimmy. That is going to be terrible because it doesn't have a crush option. Oh my god, I got the third pair of pants. How much are these? 1 mil. Kind of disappointing, but pretty good. Okay, now I have one of each pair of pants, which is actually pretty good because the pants are expensive. I don't really know why Blood Moon pants and especially Blue Moon pants are so expensive, but they're more expensive than the other items. So that's pretty good. Oh my god, another expensive item. I got the Dual Max. Let me put them on, pretending like I didn't put on the other ones earlier. Look at that. Straight into the GE with those. Okay, so out of the 4 items I've gotten the most expensive, the second most expensive, and the third most expensive. So my luck has definitely turned around here. I missed it, but that is 100 chests. 30 mil made in total. I'm very happy with how this has gone. And here's the most useless door in the game. Amazing. This is why I chose to do Perilous Moons and buy a regen bracelet before I did all that rune crafting. For completely free, 2 rune crafting levels, and that was maybe 20-30 minutes of rune crafting at my level. Pretty good. Hey, there's an item. The only item I have on another account. Oh no, I opened Audacity. Whoops. This thing is surprisingly good in stab accuracy. It's too bad it's 5-tick, but it's also good for, what are those called? Tormented demons, because you can auto-cast the Arceus spellbook that has Demon Bane spells, and I'll never remember what those are called. And I'm gonna sell this for 800k. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Okay, I got my skimmy. That means it's time to do the last CA. But also, I meant to say this earlier, I have the cook option as shift click. So that makes things way easier. And I forgot to set up the shift click for here and the left click. Okay, now it's take from fishing. And if I hold shift, it's take from Herbalore supplies. So that'll make this slightly faster. I should have thought of that earlier. Okay, time for Blue Moon or I guess I'll have to wait. Soon it'll be time to use a slash weapon on Blue Moon. See you in a month. By the way, if you actually do this little event here, you can stand on the sides of either of these 2 things, and at the end of this special, when you've lit the second one, you can actually just wait here, and then you'll get back in time to hit the Blue Moon when you are able to hit it again. So you lose nothing by not running back through the tornadoes. Okay, there we go. The last CA, and I'll get to safety and I will show Perilous Moons completely green logged. Hell yeah. These tasks were not that bad, and they didn't give too many points per task, but there are a lot of them, so I'm pretty happy with these. Good job, Jagex. Okay, with this chest, it'll be 140. And I get an item, which means I'm half done. How expensive is this thing? 2 mil, so it's one of the more expensive items. I'm going to check how lucky I've been. Okay, so far, I have the most expensive item, the second most expensive item, third most expensive, and fourth most. And also 2 things that are worth about 1 mil. So that is actually really good. So this minigame actually has an anti-dryness mechanic, so I can't get another Blood Moon Tacit for a while. I can't get Blue Moon Tacits. I can't get any of the top 4 items now. So it would actually make a lot of sense to quit while I'm ahead and go do something else. And the next thing on my list I have over here in this tab is rune crafting, so yeah, tomorrow I'll see if I feel like doing that or if I'll stay here. Could you believe it? Someone didn't want to do rune crafting, and I'm back here And I got the bear helm. Let's have a look at this thing. This thing is undoubtedly the worst looking helm in the game, but it gives stats, so I'll probably not use it. I'd rather use a Nezzy helm even though it's worse, because it just looks so much better. Back 3 back? Nope, not quite. Okay, here's chest 144 and nothing, but that leaves me on a square number, 12 squared, so that looks nice to me. Time to do something else. Okay, before I do anything else, I'm going to have to use up these blessed bone shards. And before I do that, I'm going to have to look up how to do it because I can't remember. Okay, with the chisel in your inventory, use the bones on this guy. Oh no. Oh no, I read the guide wrong. Okay, in a few more clicks, my inventory will be cleared of bone shards. That got me 186k XP. That's really good. And it gave me 2 levels. So the next thing on the list is sadly rune crafting. So I'm going to move something else up on the list so I don't have to do that. Moons was a ton of fun and even more money. So I am very happy with how that went. My money on this account has absolutely skyrocketed. Next episode, I'm getting an item that I've teased for a very, very long time. Too long, honestly, so I'll see you there. Oh, and one more thing before I go. I've been uploading all of my B-roll, so if you like the B-roll you've seen in this video, you can use it yourself once it's out. I'm doing literally the entire game, every important area that I can get good footage of, and every scrap too that could possibly be useful for any niche account. So if you're a content creator, you should use that stuff too. It's completely free.